Square Enix is basically synonymous with their long-running Final Fantasy series. With 16 mainline titles, dozens of spin-offs, and close to 40 years of history, it's weird to think of Square Enix before Final Fantasy. But it did exist. Except, back then, Square and Enix were two separate companies, and Square hadn't quite found their niche yet in the early gaming market. In fact, by the time 1987 rolled around, only 3 years after they published their first game, Square was financially struggling. Final Fantasy, which was being developed at that time, very well could have been the last game they developed. Fortunately though, Final Fantasy was a major success that garnered them a lot of attention due to the high popularity of RPGs at the time. Though it did receive some criticism due to its similarities to the Dragon Quest series, with cliché tropes even for 1987 standards. Like, seriously, how many games need to have a medieval fantasy setting? But what if I told you that amidst their financial struggles, less than 6 months prior to the release of Final Fantasy, Square had actually developed an entirely different RPG? A game with a unique Egyptian setting, impressive sprite animation, and an expressive character on a quest to save his father and possibly the entire world. Today, we are going to talk about Cleopatra no Mahō. Never heard of it? It's not that surprising, considering Square has never mentioned it again since its release. Though, being the Square Enix fanboy that I am, I was curious to see if this game truly deserved its ill-fated doom to be lost in the sands of time, or if this game is just a buried relic waiting to be uncovered. Join me on my perilous journey to figure out the answers to these questions and more, as I go through the history, gameplay, and lasting appeal of Cleopatra no Mahō.